Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I feel very privileged to be stood here in front of such an esteemed audience, and thank you once again to our speakers. I think we're in an absolutely fantastic era. For those of you that attended our brief event last June, I think I reminded you that I was part of the dot-com boom in 1999, and I think what we're seeing right now is as big, if not bigger, than the 1999 revolution.
The challenge for me, actually, is not that there's anything wrong with what the organisation's doing, but it's shrunk back from the actual purpose that it's got. So a lot of what I've got to do is work out without employing, because that's the wrong thing. You know, it's not about needing more people. It's about working out how you change the culture of the organisation back to facing outwards and saying we're here for a public objective and we've got to talk openly, we've got to be open for business.
For insurance incumbents, there is safety in the known. We make decisions based on historical data and past performance. Innovation, by its very virtue, can lack hard evidence of its success. My experience of innovating in insurance organisations is that mindset is absolutely key.
But more often than not, I'm seeing people saying, you know what, good is good enough. Stop trying to get to 100% perfect before you press launch. Because if you've got the ability to go course correct midway through things, and for those of fans of Superman or other stuff, you see the missile heading towards the baseball field, and you can intercept it and off it goes somewhere else, right? We have to learn to be okay with not 100%. And our industry is back to afraid of failure, needs 100%. We flip the boat round, stop driving the oil tank and start driving the dinghies and the little things that are flying along and around the outside. If we hit a big wave, we can turn left or turn right. If we go through an M&A, we can turn left, we can turn right. We can bring more people on board. We've got to be able to and be comfortable with starting with A, good is good enough, and B, not with 100%.
The title of today was, it's not just about the tech, and in my view, it's not about the tech at all. It's about understanding whether that force exists to overcome that level of inertia. And sometimes, you know, people are strong enough to make that change happen.
I really enjoyed the personal view from the panellists, so it's not this pre-packaged, sanitised version, so I found that honestly really refreshing.
I love the way in which people are talking about change and talking about the challenges around change, and there are hundreds and hundreds of ideas, but very rarely do they ever bubble up to actually turn into something.
Well, we loved the broad range of speakers. We loved hearing a broad range of perspectives.
Well, it's refreshing to hear some, genuine personal stories about change, and I think when you boil change down, it is often about the individuals rather than the systems or the processes.